Hi everyone, welcome back to Master Li Jing's Taichi Kung Fu channel. Today I really want to talk about how to remember and memorize all the movement when you're in the slow motion for Tai Chi. I'm not sure, but for you, for me, when I'm doing Tai Chi motion and when I'm learning new stuff in the beginning, I often feel like I need to fast forward, got my muscle memory. So what I do is to fast forward, like fast pace on my slow motion, and then re-look, use a fast motion to memorize entire movement. For example, like 倒卷红, reverse push, reverse push, reverse push. If I'm going slow motion, I always feel like where I'm going to put my leg, hands, how I'm going to timing myself to push step by step. In the slow motion, it's very difficult to remember, at least for me. And in this case, sometimes when I re-look, I want to find the timing, I will fast forward, like a little bit forward. And you will be like 1, slow motion, and faster motion, 1 and 2. So when you have a faster motion, so it's like a real life motion speed. It's easier for you to remember. Also, the second tip is to knowing the application is the key. For example, it's not like exactly because we make the form for practice purpose, not for fighting purpose. But each movement also designed based on how to use in real life back then when they designed the move. So we have to really understanding application. Same concept with a reverse push. You always feel like you think about somebody pull your hands and pull, and then use the center of your body. Try to stabilize the other people's hands and use your twist and core and waist to release yourself. And in a slow motion, as you can tell, and set up. Somebody hold your hand, step back, push. Wow. Also, at the same time, think about the position yourself in the slow motion and keep your balance is also the key. When I'm teaching, I often feel like students have hard time for the slower transition. And because it's so slow, they have to inch by inch to understand. And then there's so much more movement for them to remember. What I realized that maybe you can go fast pace, and for example, the reverse push also. If your legs stay there and not moving, and it's hard to keep your balance and stay stable when you're stepping back. And this time you won't have to take a look, push forward. Look at my toe, it's 45, pop, pushing forward. Look, my toe is a 45, pop, pushing forward. And this way, you always know when you are doing slow motion, how to position yourself and to keep your balance well. And every time you go to the 45 angle, also you have to remember that stabilize the center line first. If you're going to a J-woman walk, for example, you're holding the posture, the end of the one leg balance. You go to the 45, set up. And then this is the center line. You go to the 45, roll. And this motion, you know what center line is. You know what the center line on the side, and you just position yourself in the 45 angle. And straight forward, open your toe, stepping to the 45, roll and push. You see? Forward, side, 45. In this case, you can practice over and over to find the correct direction by invisibly drawing the center line. What's in front of you, maybe a tree, maybe a mirror, maybe a furniture, what window, it doesn't matter, what's on your side. And then based on that, judging by yourself, and finish the perfect angle for the 45 degree. That's some details for this two particular movement. If you have any question, you can always ask me. And for training purpose, I always like to share the little details about what I find in the real life teaching. And for most people, the problem will be the bigger problem you can find anywhere. It's just a small fine line sometimes for you to understand without the real instructor. It's a little difficult. I would love to cover that part of the training. And thank you so much for watching me, and I'll see you next class.